Good morning. Welcome back. East Coast Frank here. Another day, another project. One of the other projects we had started a while ago, we had to move the container over here in Dartmouth, and the container wasn't put back level, unfortunately. So I got the crews going over there today. It's a bit of a rainy day, although you can see the sun behind me. It's starting to peek out. I don't know how long it's here for. They're gonna level it up here this morning and get this one done so that Metro Housing is happy with the end result, and Nova Scotia Power will be happy with their end result, and we can move on to another one. So hopefully they won't be too long here today. Like I said, just trying to level up something that we already did, and we'll go from there. I am going to go out to Fall River to look at some other work, and then down to Sambro to look at some other work. And it is a Monday. The super is now back. Everyone is a bit more well rested and in a better mood. Christmas party was on Saturday. Everyone had a good time. The prizes were amazing this year. Yeah, it was a good time. Anyway, this is my Monday. I'm getting started. Feeling a bit better today compared to last week. So we'll see what this Monday can throw at me and change this attitude this morning. Anyway, I'm going to go to Fall River and we'll be back. So the visit in Fall River is done. Just down here looking at this road to grade, and yeah, there's some potholes. There's some potholes. Pretty low wires too. Beautiful area down here though. Right on the ocean. Got a bit of washout in a couple of spots. A couple of boulders sticking up. Actually more than a few. Looks like quite a few down here at the bottom. This is the end. Little turnaround. So the worst part on this one so far that I can see is the drive to get here. I'm slightly worried that the person that bid this did not allow enough time for trucking. Anyway, there's a phone call coming in I gotta take. That was just the school board. So I have a bunch of projects on the go for them, and some of it got lost in the shuffle on their end, so I didn't get some purchase order numbers in time. And of course, now that they have their purchase orders, they want everything done yesterday. But no hard feelings. I will do what I can, and I've been trying to do what I can this entire time. But anyway, there's only so much a person can do with the amount of crews that we have and the amount of work that's on right now, trying to get it done before winter. So, yeah. Anyway, as far as this road goes, I'm really not that concerned about it. There should be enough gravel out on this one from what I can see. The only thing, like I said, I would be worried about would be the trucking time, whether or not they actually allocated enough time to get that material down here. I mean, I don't know. It's quite a drive. Anyway, I'll go back and double check their numbers and make sure that it's doable. And if it's not, then I may actually have to hire another truck or two to make it doable in the allotted time. But That is part of the game that we play. Anyway, I gotta go back to the office now and sort out the school board stuff because they're a good customer, and I like. Oh, yeah, those potholes are bad. They're a good customer, and I like keeping them happy if I can. And you know, it is what it is. Anyway, all right, I'm heading back. So, in typical fashion for me, I cannot remember where I left off on the video. That said, it's been a little less stressful so far this week. The super is back, so that's great news for me. And I get to do a little bit more what I normally do, which is nice. So I've been spending most of the time meeting with people, looking at projects and quoting, and then of course giving a hand where it's needed, which is right now, I guess. So right now I am sitting in Sackville on First Lake, where the guys had to pour that concrete, the one that was in the previous video there. They got half of it done the last time. I don't know if I even showed that to you, but they did get half of it done, and now today they've poured the rest of it, and I'm actually out here just watching it for a little bit to make sure nothing happens to it until they can get the tarps put on it. But everything's tarped off and ready to go. So I'm going to hang out here for a little bit. We'll have a peek at the concrete here in a minute, and right now I'm just trying to stay warm. It's kind of cold out, which is why the tarps are all here. We're going to put the insulated tarps on it shortly. But yeah, so I'm glad to have that super back. Woo, what a week last week was. Anyway, we'll get out of the truck here in a few and have a look. So they get this side over here done. Put the steel plates in for traction. Looks like we will need a little bit more topsoil and some sod in around this, and then also some other concrete over there laying. Clean that up. And then they have the big one on this side. That was topsoil. Looks like they washed out in it. It's a little soupy. There's the tarps. They'll put them on here shortly. There's the opposite side, sidewalk, driveway, and the bus stop down below. There's the driveway apron. It's about 75 feet of sidewalk, and the driveway apron. And then down here's the bus stop. That's where the post will go for the sign. There's the opposite side for the opposite bus stop. And then again, it'll be the same thing on this one. We'll have some topsoil and sod to do in behind there on the back side, some on that side, and of course clean up all along both sides here. Just did a quick test there. It is still too soft right now, but it's coming. So that's done. It is pretty cold out there. I hate wearing this jacket though. Oh, this jacket is so big and uncomfortable. So it looks good. It's not quite ready to cover yet, but it will be shortly. Probably gonna wait around another 10 minutes or so. And then I think we have some more guys coming along that are going to finish that off and cover it up. So aside, like I said, from this one, there's a little bit of tidying up at the end of this whole thing. They still obviously have to come strip cut it. But after that, we'll leave them tarps on there probably for about 3 days, just to make sure it's cured properly, especially where it's so cold today. And then we'll just come back with a little bit of topsoil, do the edges, clean them up, and lay a little bit of sod if we can get it. I don't know, we'll see. It's not really worth it, to be honest, but if we can get our hands on it, we'll lay it just to call it done. It'll come back in the spring. It's probably into hibernation at this point anyway. And yeah, then this one will be done. This one and the other one I showed you the other day. Like I said, that was poured last week. That one did get poured on Friday, so that one is ready to uncover and cut and tidy up, which I'm not sure if the guys did today or not. But more than likely we'll just wait until they're both ready and do them both at the same time. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention, today's friend in the truck is this lovely stuff right here. Tim Hortons. It's that time of year again where the Christmas cups are out. And this is what keeps me moving most days. I drink way too many of them, to be honest. Anyway, I don't know why I felt like telling you that, but I did. So anyway, we'll be back later. All right, I am out of there. That's good for now. Those guys can pick up after. I almost missed this 4-way stop. That would have been bad. Now that I've almost run a stop sign, I think I'm gonna go, and we'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna go back and do that boring office stuff I keep talking about, and finish off the rest of my day, I hope. I gotta find out how those other water and sewers are going today. I may end up getting dirty yet today, we'll see. One more side note, I guess. Even though it is a cold day, it is beautiful out here today. This sun is gorgeous. Man, that sun feels so nice. It really makes me sad that we're going into the winter weather and I'll soon be surrounded by white fluffy snow and or slush and ice. It's part of living in Nova Scotia, I guess, but oh man, days like today are great. I love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Good morning, and we're back again. Just checking in with one of the water crews right now. They're getting ready to do a water line pull. They seem to be doing all right. It's Vern. You can see him there in the background, just digging up the last little bit. And then they're gonna run their cable and pull that water line from the house on the right there out to where the machine is sitting with new copper. It was a lead line. Yeah, so they're doing good. They thought it might have been 1 inch, so that's why I came in. I came in with some 1 inch parts, but they appear to be okay. So that said, I am going to head to the next one, just take a peek while I'm here. It's just across the road anyway, just at Micmac, and just see how those guys are doing. But other than that, I don't need to be here, so I am going to leave. That rock here, Gus. Alright, I'm gonna lie on the hill there.
Almost down there, last I get to back home.
Oh no, you gotta come back down here and get it. You're doing good then, because there's all kinds coming down. So, Garfield and his crew are all good. He's just perched up on the top of the hill there, digging away, working at the lead line, trying to find a spot that they can open it up and hopefully pull that one, because it's in a precarious place, I guess is the best way to put it. Anyway, I will leave them to it. I have some other stuff I have to go do, so I'm going to go do that, and we might be back later. So, good morning. There's that dang truck dinging again. We just had a bunch of rain and high winds this morning, and the truck is just crapping itself with air coats today. Probably going to drive me a little bit nuts, but just showed the guys some stuff that they're doing today out here where I plow snow at Lakeside. So they're going to do some pothole repairs and some grading and some gravel. So we will come back and check on them a little bit later. They're just doing up their safety paperwork now. And yeah, the rain has stopped. I do see a couple of spots it looks like the clouds are starting to break, so it might actually turn into a nice day yet, but it's cold. It's already feels a bit cool. I'm gonna have to change jackets pretty quickly here. Anyway, I'll be back. So we're just pulling up on what was one of the emergencies. We were on there last week. We finally got an answer as to how this one can be finished off. So the boys are here doing that today. They needed some pylons for something. They're up there busting up that cover right now that used to be on this tank. There's a chamber that's about, I guess, 20 feet deep. We're going to fill that in. The pipe is actually connected directly through it now, so there's no need for the chamber anymore. So anyway, the boys are getting geared up to do that. They got the machine there busting up the old cover because there will be no need for it anymore. So I am going to get out and see what they needed the pylons for and see how things are going.
Wait a minute, tell this, I'm not walking out on that. I'm not walking out on that to unscrew that plywood. Not a chance, not today. By the time I ran with the bucket, ripped right off. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I want to go home today, right? Hey! You might be able to drag it back, but it'll probably fall in the hole.
Well, yeah, because then you could actually get rid of it all. So, turns out they wanted the pylons to block off the float, so anyway. I don't blame them, it's a busy apartment. There's like 600 units here, so better to block it off with some pylons and make sure that we can get into it later on when we're leaving than to not do that. So, that is done. And now I'm going to get out of here, leave them guys to it. They're going to finish busting up that cover. They're going to finish busting up that cover, and then they're going to remove the concrete and the steel, get rid of that, and then start loading in material into the bottom of the hole, get the staging out, and clean up. And then that will be deleting that chamber permanently. And there's that truck dinging again. Anyway, in the meantime, I am going to grab a coffee and then probably head out and check on Vern and see how he's making it with the boulders for the school at Cavalier out in Sackville. So, yeah, we'll see how he's making it when we get there. So I would say by the looks of that, it's not going super quick. The machine's here, which is good, but it doesn't look like there's any rock here yet. Anyway, I'll have to make a phone call and see how Tim's making out. And then possibly, I guess, check back in with Vern later on. In the meantime, I do have another one that one of the other owners wants me to have a look at. Something that was poured, actually something that we shot some of. That I believe we questioned at the time. We didn't quite understand why they jutted a wall. Well, now it turns out they have the same question now that it's in. So we're going to go have a peek at that and see about changing it and how much effort would be involved to do so. So I'll give him a call and see where he's at and see if he wants to go do that now. So he is busy at the moment. So it doesn't look like I will be doing that right now. So I'm going to take the opportunity in the lull here. One, I guess, to call Vern and check on this. But two, I'm gonna go back. I just got some more POs from Nova Scotia Power for some bigger work, some bigger road work. So I am gonna go back and make sure that accounting gets that stuff in order, and then get these ones on the schedule, because I'm actually looking forward to this one. Nice little job. I say little. It's a long road. It's probably about 1.5 kilometers of some road upgrades to a road that probably hasn't been touched in, I would say, 30 years. It's literally been reduced to a cow path that's completely grown in, and yeah, it's not in good shape. Anyway, I gotta get that on board. So I'm gonna go deal with that, and then we'll probably touch back in with Vern here later on and Tim, see how they're making out, and go from there.